Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Chain Crew podcast. I have returned,
He's
just like the
alive.
Patriots have, to the playoffs this year. Life is good.
Wow.
Also, like how the Patriots have returned to winning an MVP this year, and how Matt Stafford has returned to losing games for his football team this year. We got
Yeah.
Schmeeks. We got Carter. Week 17 just wrapped up, and my hot take for the fourth week in a row has not hit of Myles Garrett breaking the freaking sack record. So week 18, I'm getting it out of the way right now. Hot take, Myles Garrett gets one sack and breaks the record, okay? That's all I want to say. Just have to put it out there before anything.
I felt really frustrated watching that game because it felt like the Steelers were not trying to win the game, just cared about not letting him get the record. It was really disgusting to watch.
I agree.
It was very sad. It was just every play there's a tight end and then a tackle and a running back waiting for him. He had two or three
He was
people to
getting
get
chipped
through.
and then double teamed literally every single play. He still got a few pressures in there, but
Yes, he did.
didn't
Yes,
get
he
it done
did.
quite yet. So I'm hoping it happens this week. We'll see. I'm going to be really sad if he doesn't break it at this rate because he was on a generational. He had like 15 sacks in like 4 games. I mean, good God, dude.
Right.
I want to see him break it.
Yep.
It's been crazy.
And to that point, Myles Garrett said the exact same thing. Post game, he said it felt like they were more worried about me than winning the game, which is, I mean, I'm sure that's frustrating as an athlete, but whatever, you know. And then, but to the point too is like you think about that, and I'm a cynical guy, so I'm like, well, I don't know. And I was like, honestly, that's the best case look for Tomlin, because either you focused on not getting him a sack and you succeeded, or you just tried to win the game and lost to a 3-12 Browns team. So, overall, a very tough look for a team. But I actually was stoked about it because it opens the door for the Ravens to sneak on in there, and they looked terrific against the Packers.
Yes,
or at least
they did.
Derrick Henry did.
I was gonna say it was a backup against backup, but I think since Micah Parsons went down, I was like, that's a huge blow to the Packers. They already were looking a little bit iffy. I'm hoping the Ravens can pull out the win. As we've said on the podcast, we'd much rather have Lamar and Derrick Henry and the Ravens than Aaron Rodgers and the mid fucking Steelers like they're in every single year.
No doubt. No doubt.
Yeah. Those Christmas games did not go how I thought they would go. Cowboys game was close. We upset the Lions. 6 turnovers was crazy.
That was a wild one.
Yep. And Broncos Chiefs was close.
Upsetting the Lions while only throwing for 53 yards is incredible. And I'm going to say this right now. You are not keeping Brian Flores as your DC next year. If that guy doesn't get a head coaching opportunity, I don't know who's deserving of it. I mean, I know a lot of people deserving of it, so that's kind of a false statement. You know, there's a lot of great coordinators right now, but Flores has to be up there in that group.
Yeah, you know,
we'll see. His last coaching tenure kind of was a shit show, so to me, he feels like one of the coaches that will always be a coordinator, like our coordinator, our offensive coordinator on the Patriots, Josh McDaniels.
Yeah, that's fair.
But we'll see. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I want to see him go coach the Bills or something so they finally do one thing ever on defense. Like, do something. I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll see.
You think?
Unfortunately, I believe he's going to the Jets. But no.
Maybe.
Here's the Jets game plan right now, right? You go get a defensive-minded DC who's super successful. His name right now, Brian Flores, okay? You have 2 first-round picks. Get a star wide receiver and a star cornerback. Maybe turn around in the second, get a star running back to replace Breece Hall. Then Aaron Rodgers. What?
Bring him back.
Never been done, never been tried. It would be incredible.
I actually could see them trading the offseason for Kyler Murray. I think they're going to need a quarterback change.
He doesn't go to the Jets because it's over after that. I want to see him go to the Vikings. I really do.
I wouldn't hate that, but I don't know if I love it. I mean, I still think J.J. McCarthy has potential. He's just got to stay healthy. But, dude, what are the Jets and Raiders doing? I mean, I know we want to shit on the Vikings, but we've won 4 straight. What are the Raiders and Jets doing?
Yeah, the sneakiest 500 team in the NFL. If you would have told, I cannot believe the Vikings. It is, I mean, call him Aiden O'Tomlin, because Not Aiden O'Tomlin. My bad.
Kevin
I was
O'Tomlin.
thinking-
Kevin O'Tamlin.
Kevin O'Tomlin. Thank you. Thank you.
Name
Too
of the
many
episode.
O'Connells. The
Yeah.
Irish, they're getting out of hand. No, call him
Get the
Kevin
Irish out of the
O'Tomlin.
NFL, dude.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let's get back to week 17 here because the Texans beat the Chargers, which I was hoping for. I thought the Chargers
Wow.
would win, but I wanted the Texans, and they did. The Chargers are so up and down. I don't know what to think of them. They could make a
Because
run.
they don't have a
and they could
goddamn
lose first
offensive
week.
line protecting Justin Herbert. That is literally
Yeah.
it. Both of their offensive tackles, who are both top 10 tackles in the NFL, have been hurt all season long. So it's like
Yeah.
he needs to play hero ball every single week for them to win a game. And, you know, that defense
Kind of how it
is just
feels
way
with
too
Josh
good.
Allen too.
Well,
Yep.
if I could throw one thing out, I actually do think the Chargers defense, he needs to play hero ball, but it feels a little differently. The game started odd. I think CJ went like 5 for 5 for 148 and 2 touchdowns, and then they didn't score again after their first 2 drives. So it was a weird game because they let the Texans get off to a really hot start, and then, like you said, once they were behind, it was just it was honestly tough to watch for me because I mean Justin Herbert had to fight through a lot of adversity, and they still almost won that game. So I mean, it's tough because you don't have the O-line. I don't think that's a performance that gives you goosebumps as a Chargers fan, like, oh, we can make a deep run. But it wasn't terrible. They hung with a tough Texans team.
Yep.
Yeah.
I
Yeah, it's going to
agree.
be interesting to see how deep they go in the playoffs. If they do, it's going to be because of Justin Herbert going off on offense and
Yes.
nobody else really on offense because I don't believe in most of that offense at all.
I was going to say, Omarion Hampton came back and looked pretty good the week before, but that Texans defense is unreal. And I saw the other day the
Yeah, they're
Texans
best defense in the league.
they've beat
They're
so
incredible.
many, like 10 or 11 win teams this season that I didn't realize. I think they're winning a lot of close games, and they're still not even first in their division because the other team in their division might be the hottest team in the NFL right now, in the Jags. Trevor Lawrence is playing out of his mind. I don't ever forget that Dom was saying at the start of the season, your comeback player of the year pick was Trevor Lawrence. I think he's second right now,
he is.
behind CMC,
Yeah.
who was my pick. But I'm loving Trevor Lawrence right now, and I really want to see the Jags make a run.
He's been elite. He's been elite the past like 6 weeks of football. It's he's living up to his potential right now, which is what
Yes.
I've always wanted to see. I love watching Trevor Lawrence. So I'm pretty happy about it. Obviously they lost to the Colts, but the Colts were, you know, they
It was
lost.
the
They
Colts.
lose? I thought they beat them.
Not this week. Earlier in the season they did, but not
They
this week.
just lost to the Colts. Oh no,
No.
my bad. I'm stupid. I'm stupid.
You're
Sorry,
good.
buddy.
I'm tripping.
You usually know
Regardless,
these things, so I
They
was
were
like,
close for a bit there.
Yes.
Thank
Yes.
you. Thank you. And the
Yeah.
Colts obviously almost beat the Seahawks. Like the Colts were a pretty decent team with
Yep.
tough.
Phillip Rivers at QB. So like I don't know. I believe in Trevor
Yeah.
Lawrence. I think they could make a deep playoff run. I think this
Yep.
is probably the best. I don't know if I want to say it's the best Jags team I've ever seen because the 2017 team where they had AJ Bouye and Jalen Ramsey and Miles Jack and Telvin Smith and all them was ridiculously good. Like all-time elite defense of the two, like since 2000 for sure. But it's certainly up there. It's a very, very good team. Very
Yes.
good. A lot better offensively for sure because they have a good QB now.
And Liam Cohen is like one of
So-
the first coaches ever to go from coaching a team with 4 losses, or the team had 4 losses, he becomes the new coach, and they end with like 12 or more wins the next season,
Yeah.
which is awesome.
Something else I want to throw out while we're talking about their offensive explosion that I think is wild to me. I don't know if there's injury or something else at play. I probably should have looked into that before this episode. I would have guessed if they were having an offensive explosion, Travis Hunter and Brian Thomas Jr. would be involved. Their leading receivers the last 2 weeks, the last 3 or 4 weeks, it's Strange, Parker Washington, and Jacoby Myers.
Yep.
And he's just and Parker Washington
Jacoby Myers.
especially.
Yeah.
I knew Jacoby was an underrated player. Parker Washington, especially to me out of the slot, has been whenever I think Trevor's been scrambling a lot more, and Parker seems to be the guy that shakes free whenever he starts scrambling. I mean, he's had some massive games, and it's starting to look not like just, oh, this is a fluke game for a guy who stepped up. He's starting to look like a very real part of this offense. So I'm really interested. Again, I don't know if they're just, I don't know what's going on, but it looks real to me, and it looks like they figured out something with some receivers that I did not expect.
Yes.
Well, Brian Thomas had like the drop issues earlier in the season, and then he missed a couple of games. He's their number 2 leading receiver right now. Brian Thomas Jr. is obviously a freaking monster. I think he's just having a down year, and like it happens. But
totally.
Yeah, Parker Washington's been a beast, and Jacoby Myers has been extremely, extremely reliable for him. So
yes,
yeah.
Let's see a couple of the games we had. Saints beat the Titans. Didn't really matter for the playoffs, but the Saints have been on a streak.
Surprisingly fun.
Tyler Shuck looked good. Cam Ward looked pretty good. I like Schmeeks was saying last week. You were excited to watch both these young quarterbacks duke it out, and I mean, it wasn't I don't know if it was was it a tight game for most of it? I thought the Saints had a pretty decent lead for most of the game, but maybe
it was
not.
a tight game at the end. Yeah.
Okay.
No, so the Titans went up 13-0. Chigo Okonkwo had a big man rumble touchdown, and then the Saints closed the distance with Chase Young getting the pick, literally the pickpocket sack.
Yeah, the strip sack.
Yeah, but it never touched the ground. It went straight from Ward into Chase Young into the end zone, and then from there it was pretty tight. And then someone else, if you would have told me I would have had fun watching Tyler Shuck and Audric Estime, I might have been in. Audric Estime looked like a bowling ball out there. I mean, they ran the ball really well with him, so it was surprisingly fun.
Nice. Yeah, I'm glad. I mean, it's fun to see like the Saints, who started off the season so terribly, might have found a guy who actually could be their quarterback. They have some okay weapons on the offense. Like for how mid to crappy the rest of that division is, maybe the Saints actually could compete next year. I'm excited to see that.
Well, we are giving the Vikings credit. Saints are 4-game win streak. Granted, it's not the most stunning talent, but 4 games is 4 games.
Yep, that's true. Patriots absolutely walloped the Jets. Shout out Drake May.
Oh my touchdowns. God.
1 drive played in the second half, and now he's the MVP favorite. So life is good.
He had five touchdowns and 3 incompletions? 2 incompletions?
2 incompletions. Yeah.
Oh my God.
It was the highest, tied for the highest rated single game in the QBR history. So yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, pretty freaking wild, actually. Unbelievable game by him. One of the incompletions was a drop too. So
right,
it was a damn near perfect game.
Does the other incompletion concern you at all, as a Patriots fan?
I don't care.
Oh, well, shout out to you guys. That was a game that I thought you would kill, and you did. So nice work.
Yeah.
Bengals killed the Cardinals. That game didn't really matter. Giants shit on the Raiders. Man, what is going on with the Raiders? At least when you see 2 crappy teams play, you can tell that one of them might have a future. The Raiders clearly have no future at all. Their O-line has got to be worse in the league. Geno Smith looks like he is running on one leg and doesn't know how to throw the ball. I was just like, Jackson Dart, when he's healthy, is actually going to be a pretty good quarterback. Wan'Dale Robinson is a talented guy. Like, there are some pieces of the Giants offense that I think has some promise, especially if they're healthy and their defense can be a little bit better. The Raiders, yeah. I can't. The best part of that team is Max Crosby, and then they held him out. I just can't. I can't understand.
They have Brock Bowers and Ashton Genty, who are both absolute monsters. Just to be clear,
well,
that's super fair.
That's true, but
they don't have an O-line and they don't have a QB playing well right now. And sorry, still sick. They're about to get the first overall pick in a draft that doesn't really have a strong QB in it. So, like, the Heisman winner had like 3,000 passing yards. Like, I don't believe in any of the QBs in this draft. I just want to point that out.
Yeah, I don't know
Unless
if I do
Dante
either.
Moore comes out from Oregon, I believe in him. He's a
Ooh.
freaking monster, but
Yep.
I just don't. I think this is a terrible quarterback draft, and it's not the one
Oh,
you want to
man.
have the first overall pick in my opinion.
I saw another channel or creator was like going through all the teams that might need quarterbacks for this next year. It's like 8 or 9 teams really legit need a new quarterback this next year.
Mahomes.
There's not that many in the draft. Like,
Yeah.
I think there's gonna be again a lot of free agency movement with quarterbacks this year, like we saw this last year.
I think Kyler Murray's going somewhere, and I hope he goes somewhere that can utilize him really well. Like I said, I hope he goes to the Vikings because him with Kevin O'Connell could be really fun, but we'll see. I don't know.
Could be.
And Malik Willis should be going somewhere because he's a freaking dog.
Yes. I
Yes.
wanted
he
to talk about that when we got back. Sorry, I'm interrupted.
No, you're good. Malik Willis, dude. I mean, he absolutely balled out. He's awesome. I loved him since he was in college. Like the Titans sure know how to do it, don't they? They just sure know how to just completely ruin their own team every single year. So,
Yep.
I don't know, where would you guys like to see Malik Willis go?
I got no clue.
Hmm.
I do want to say about him, though, I know I said this about Justin Fields
Steelers?
at the start of the year. It gives me shades of like Lamar Jackson light, the way he plays. And also personality-wise, I've only ever really seen a couple interviews of him, but he seems like the most humble, down-to-earth, nice guy. So yeah, I'm rooting for him like crazy.
He's chill.
That's a great question. Where
Dolphins.
would he go?
Dolphins or Steelers is what I think.
Ooh, that would be fun.
You guys see that there's rumors right now that Lamar could end up going to the Dolphins. I mean,
I've heard that.
everything's getting crazy right now. Everything's getting
Whoa.
absolutely crazy.
The best rumor I heard was Joe Burrow to the Vikings, and I was like, "Oh,
Yeah, you
snap!"
probably, dude. They
not gonna
they
happen,
may as
but-
well just trade Jamar Chase with him, and then they can have the
Yeah,
LSU freaking triplets again.
We give up
Why
6
not?
first-round picks.
Yep, screw it. I mean, you don't
Yep.
need them at that rate.
That's
You
super
got 2
fair.
elite players from it. Fuck it.
So there's a couple other games I want to talk about that we have not gone over yet. The Eagles, Bills, Bears, 49ers, Rams, Falcons. All of these games super tight.
I can't
what
really
did you think?
comment on Bills Eagles. I saw the very end of it, but it was just because I saw everything on Twitter. I was at Avatar, so
Nice.
no big deal.
I think I'm gonna go this weekend.
Movie was gas,
it was
though. I'm not gonna lie.
good. I'm so excited to see it, dude. I'm dying to
Dude,
see
the
it.
visuals are absolutely fucking outrageous. Like, it's
Let's
probably the
go.
most beautiful movie I've ever seen in my life. It's unreal.
Yes. Good.
Unreal.
Okay. Well, the Eagles Bills game was hard to watch. The weather sucked. There was a ton of punts.
Yeah.
The Eagles offense was good in the first half. Absolute dog shit in the
Yeah, I
second
saw
half.
Jalen Hurts didn't complete a single pass in the second half, right?
Yes. Yeah, it was tough to watch. It kind of made me feel like maybe the Bills defense is okay, but it was an absolute flip where Josh Allen's usually carrying them, the defense lets him down. It was totally flipped. Josh Allen just they couldn't run the ball, and Josh Allen just wasn't I don't know. I think he's a little bit hurt. They mentioned it, he hurt his
I
ankle
saw that he might be hurt.
or his
yeah.
foot. Yes. So
And he
it
missed
was
that 2-point conversion at the end, so
and he was open too. He was
Yeah.
totally open.
it happens. It happens.
I mean, both these teams are making the playoffs either way. I personally don't believe in either of these teams to make a run. But yeah, I guess it mattered, but it
I'm
didn't
gonna
really
ride
matter.
the Josh Allen coattails until I can't anymore. So we'll
I don't
see.
blame you.
Yeah,
That's
well,
my favorite player.
and talking about help, I think Josh Allen. He has the run game, but Keon Coleman is not the wide receiver one.
He
You
has
know,
awful wide
it's
receivers
Shakir.
that he's thrown to. I mean,
Yeah,
straight up. He's thrown to Brandon Cooks. Brandon Cooks had 100
yeah.
yards in this game, and he's 30,000 years old. Like,
That's right.
Yeah,
that does not need to be your wide receiver one, dude.
I forgot about that.
They
Agreed.
need to trade for a wide receiver in the offseason or something. I mean, just straight up.
That
but,
Bears
yeah.
49ers game I did not watch, but oh my
Oh my
gosh.
Goodness, dude, it made me so mad watching the 49ers or the Rams Falcons because like I took solace in the fact the 49ers won, where I said, well, the Rams were probably going to win anyways. So, like, well, but oh my goodness. I think for me, the scariest thing, and I got to eat a little bit of crow, is at the start of the year, I made fun of the 49ers for a lot of reasons. And one of the reasons was that Brock Purdy is getting paid $55 million. And I was saying, good luck fielding that superstar roster with an average quarterback you're overpaying. He might be worth every cent of that.
He's a beast, dude.
He's playing amazing.
He looked like a top 5 quarterback. He looked incredible. I am very scared. I'm very scared.
Oh, yeah.
They deadass could be undefeated if everyone wasn't hurt, like straight up. Like
they in all seriousness, in a defense.
They don't have their 2 best players all year long. It's wild how good this team is.
They could not pack a bag to go to a game until next August. They could win the 1 seed, be at home through the playoffs, and play the Super Bowl at home. Do you realize that?
It's going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy.
This could be the Niners year.
And the funny thing is they're going to lose that Super Bowl once again because that's them. That is them the past 13 years of football.
Purdy did look amazing. And I don't know. I thought the Bears defense was better than this. I also thought the 49ers defense has been playing better than this. Both these offenses really just showed up and balled out when they had to.
They were on fire.
Yeah. Caleb looked good. I didn't think Caleb had it in him to go for a shootout like this, and he does. Both these teams make me feel like they could make a run. I was really impressed.
Yeah, big time. We're gonna get a random ass Super Bowl this year, dude. We really are.
Oh yeah.
So random. Like none of the top 5 QBs are going to be in the Super Bowl or anything. It's going to be a weird one. I guarantee it. At this rate, I'm feeling like Jags and freaking Bears is going to be the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
it's going to be a weird one.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah,
it'd be wild.
Yeah, Rams, sick. Falcons, dude. I was just talking to my roommate about this. Like, why do some of these teams? Why do they get eliminated like the Vikings and the Falcons and the Saints, and then they ball out? Yeah, Kirk Cousins is playing really well. Bijan is their whole team. I mean, Kirk Cousins is playing fine. Bijan is their whole team, and it worked.
He's the best running back in the NFL right now.
They won. They won because of him.
I remember earlier we were debating in one of the earlier podcasts, Gibbs versus Bijan. I think that was a segment you put up, Carter. And one of the things I said in it is I was like, I love Gibbs, but I think Bijan might have the best juke move in the NFL. And oh my God, was it on display last night? I mean, making guys skid. His ability to change direction is insane. I am still, again, I don't know what happened. I was like, that SpongeBob meme where it's like, write that down. What shocked me more than Bijan was it was like, what is going on with this Falcons defense making Matthew Stafford look like Matthew Stafford looked phenomenal all year, and he regressed into a very middling quarterback versus this team. He missed a lot of easy throws. It was I don't know what they were doing to him or if he just had an off night. But it was shocking to me. The Rams offense was the story of the night, or the Falcons defense, whichever, was the story of the night for me.
Well, in a game that I expected the Rams to win by at least 14 and show that they're a contender, they choked. And 2 weeks ago, if you asked me, like, what team is going all the way in the NFC, I was thinking Rams. And then it close behind them, Seahawks, and maybe the Niners. And now I'm like, I have superb confidence in the 49ers, still pretty good confidence in the Seahawks. I don't know about the Rams. I thought I'd be so much more confident. I thought for sure they'd win that game. It's a pretty sick shirt, Dom. I'll give you that.
MVP, baby. MVP. He pissed Stafford his pants on national television, and now my 23-year-old QB gets to win the MVP. Life
He's 23?
Yeah.
Wow.
He's young as hell.
Dude. Worth one last thing to throw out. Worth knowing. The Rams were 11-2. They have lost 3 straight. They are now 11-5.
Whoa!
And wow. That's like the argument people are making is that Matt Stafford has like the touchdowns over Drake May, but Drake May literally has everything else. And on top of that, the Rams have lost most of their most recent games. Like, you just can't be doing that if you're going to win the MVP. Like in 2023, it was we had like a 4-man race for MVP, and Lamar Jackson came out on top because the other 3 absolutely shit themselves playing the Ravens while Lamar went off. Like, it's usually the narrative of who plays best the last few weeks of the season. So,
Yes.
I mean, Stafford might have the more touchdowns, but at the end of the day, like, if you're losing those primetime games, like, you're going to lose the MVP.
You're exactly right.
And you can't be
Absolutely
third
right.
in the division and win the MVP. I think that's only ever happened twice in the history of the award.
That's an interesting point.
Yep.
Which is crazy that 11-5 would like that's where the Jags and Texans are sitting.
Yeah.
Well, I guess those guys, but yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. And I think it'll be fun after week 18. So for our next episode, for our next episode, we pick our NFL honors, maybe pick our best players of the season, all stuff like that. I think that'll be pretty fun. So,
yes, I think also we're gonna review each playoff week. The matchups throughout the postseason. Obviously, give our picks for the upcoming matchups. So we'll continue.
I think it would be fun if
through.
we each brought our top 10 players of the year, or we each make our own All-Pro team, something like that, and then bring it and say what it is.
I like it.
Ooh,
I like it.
Okay,
and then we can do that. Talk NFL honors. Talk playoffs. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be a good postseason. No Mahomes is beautiful, baby.
Oh, I'm so happy about it, dude. I'm so happy about it.
Damn right.
Schmeeks, you want to get us started with your little presentation, your little.
I would love
thingy?
to. I threw this together for you. You're gonna need to bear with me a little bit though.
Or us.
For you.
I don't know.
Is it the viewer? You is.
Is it Mike Vrabel?
Are we talking about the Netflix show You?
You.
Are you talking about yourself? You look in the mirror?
Yep.
Give me a sec. This is harder than I anticipated.
Yeah, you
wow.
got it.
How dare you make us wait?
What the? Okay. That was a warm-up, thank God.
Okay.
What do you see right now?
Completion
percentage, yards per attempt, touchdowns, interceptions, success rate, passer rating, team record.
Perfect. This one was a warm-up. Which player are you taking? Player A or player B?
29 touchdowns and 20 interceptions. This has to obviously this isn't current player on the right.
You got to take player A. You're
these
the player
two players, this is from these stats. Thank you for reminding me. These stats are for 2023 and 2024 seasons. These two players both played on the same team during this time period.
Player on the left.
30 touchdowns and 29 touchdowns. What?
But the 30 touchdowns to 2 interceptions is crazy.
I agree, but I'm so confused. They played on the same team at the same time, but one has 30 touchdowns and the other one has 29.
This is over 2 seasons, though.
Oh, okay.
I'm taking the player on the left, but I don't know what this is.
Dom, which
Jordan
player are
Love
you
and
taking?
Malik Willis or something.
No.
It's Jordan Love during Toyota-thon.
Oh, it's Toyota-thon.
This is Jordan Love outside of Toyota-thon.
Okay.
Yes. I had a feeling.
That was supposed to be a warm-up. That was a warm-up to introduce us to the concept.
Okay, I get it.
Okay. Now we have two guys. Both played 15 games. This is this season. I guess the record.
I'm gonna tell you
gives it
right now,
away.
I literally know who the player on the right is already.
Oh, well, of course, yeah. And these stats are not through this week. These are from last week.
Oh, I know.
Okay.
Yeah, give me Drake May on the right. I mean, give me Drake May on the right, man.
I think that the stats are actually kind of comparable. Besides yards per attempt, They're not insanely different stats, but the record is the big kicker on the right for sure. Fantasy points isn't even that different. Who's on the left then? If Drake May's on the right, is it Dak?
Right.
Okay.
These are both your second team All-Pro QBs from the AFC and NFC.
Pro Bowl.
Pro Bowl, sorry. Second team Pro Bowl. Yeah, your number 2 Pro Bowl quarterbacks.
Nice.
My goat.
2 more for you.
Well, I know who the one on the right is too. It's okay. I'm not gonna say anything.
I think
25 touchdowns, 10 interceptions. Gee,
look
or
at all the
40
rush attempts,
touchdowns.
though.
That's true.
I think the
That's
rush
true.
touchdowns give this one away for this season.
The player on the right, though, it just feels like they're throwing to Puka Nacua and Devontae Adams to me, though, which kind of
yes,
helps. the
yes,
stats
we
a bit.
obviously know who's on the right. The left, I thought was Jackson Dart, but they're not 11-4. Is this
12
No, and it's not
touchdowns, 12 rushing touchdowns. That's got to be. That's either.
Is it
Is that
Purdy?
Josh?
No. Oh, it's Josh.
It's
Nice
Josh
job.
Allen
I
So
was
we
like,
have
who's
Josh
11-4?
Allen. versus Matthew Stafford, and these are your first team Pro Bowlers, or your number 1 Pro Bowlers selected.
Yeah.
So
God, now
Josh
Yes,
Allen
Stafford
got
has
nod
2
ahead of Drake
rush
May.
yards.
give Josh Allen those weapons, and I'm multiplying his stats by 150%. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
Absolutely.
I agree.
Absolutely.
We got 2 more quarterbacks. Maybe they're
32
in the Pro Bowl,
touchdowns.
maybe they're not.
Okay. 8
You can
and
take in
7,
player
12
A
and 3.
or player B.
I mean, I'm taking player B as of right. Yeah, I'm taking player B.
Carter?
Yeah. See, the record on player A is better, but I don't know. Yeah, I think you got to go player B.
Player
That
B's
touchdown
balling.
interception-
32 touchdowns, 5 picks.
Yeah, that's pretty sick.
And- Again, this was before this week, but
Yep.
this is Sam Darnold, who was selected for the Pro Bowl, and Jared Goff, who was not.
Yeah.
Are you sure? I thought he. Oh, maybe he
I'm
wasn't.
positive.
It is a popularity
Googled it.
contest, to be fair.
I Googled it, Carter.
All right,
You poor
all
man.
right, all right, all
Own
right.
that pussy.
Next one.
This is from last
This
year.
is
I
from any
literally can
season.
tell you who. I'm not going to say anything. I know who the player on the right is off rip, and I know who the player on the left is off rip.
I figured you would.
Yeah.
Which season are you taking, Dom?
I'm taking the right, dude. The right is possibly one of the 5 greatest seasons of all time for a QB. I'm taking the player on the right. I mean, we just got to look at the stats here. 4,100 passing yards, 41 touchdowns, 4 picks, 120 passer rating, 915 yards, and 4 more touchdowns. I mean, dude,
Rushing.
almost 50 touchdowns and 5,000 yards. Unreal.
I think that this is Lamar on the right.
Yes, it is indeed. It is.
Okay, let me try and
Wish-
figure out
I
who it is
wish-
on the left.
I wish I put Peyton Manning here or something, so I could be like, no.
15-1,
Pick some
but
slow,
only
fat-
16 games. But also a lot of.
It's actually Ben.
Is this? Oh, this is random. I could be wrong, but is this Cam Newton on the left?
Wow. This wasn't supposed to be the game, but you guys are getting good at this. Yeah. This is Cam Newton's MVP season.
Yep.
Compared to Lamar Jackson, who did not win the MVP last year. Despite having, I just thought it was crazy that he was superior to Cam's season in almost every way except record and rushing touchdowns.
Here's the thing we need to take into account with that Cam Newton season. That Lamar Jackson Ravens offense, the players around him were far better than anything Cam Newton had that year. Cam actually was carried that offense hard. He was throwing to Jericho Cotchery and Ted Ginn, dude. Terrible, terrible receivers. But without context, it's the Lamar Jackson season. I mean, those stats are absolutely outrageous. But in my opinion, these are the 2 best dual threat QB seasons of all time. I mean, it just doesn't get any better than these 2 seasons.
Yeah. I'll agree. I just thought it'd be fun to compare two very mobile seasons to the best mobile quarterback seasons. I compared this without a narrative. I was shocked to see Lamar had so many more green bars than Cam.
Crazy last year. It was unbelievable.
Yeah. And it is worth noting Ted Ginn was a 2-time All-Pro punt returner. No, I'm just kidding. I'm making that up. We got 3 quarterbacks here. One of them 13-4, one of them 16-0, one of them 13-3. Which season you taking?
5,400 pass yards.
Is this year? No. No, it could be.
It's
not this year. 16-0.
This is seasons from throughout the world.
I think I know.
Right. I already know who these are.
Go ahead, Dom. I know the guy on the far right, but I don't know the other two.
Oh, yeah. Give me the middle. Give me the middle without a doubt, dude. It's the greatest season of all time.
Oh, so that middle's got to be Tom Brady, and that one on the right's got to be Peyton Manning. What's the one on the left? Maybe Drew Brees? No, he's a rusher. 13-4. Ran the ball a lot.
I think the one on the left is Josh Allen. Middle's definitely Tom Brady. Far right is 2013 Peyton Manning.
I like them all.
Yep, it's I wasn't able to fit Josh Allen's photo in here, but it's Josh Allen, photos? Tom Brady. Huh?
These photos, they both look so
I don't know what you want
in
from me,
these photos. No, it's not you. No. I'm just saying that Tom looks like he's on coke, and Peyton looks like the biggest corn-fed farmer boy with the largest forehead in the world. They just both look awful in these photos, in my opinion.
Listen, as someone who was not a Tom Brady fan, I must say this: he's the greatest quarterback of all time. A majority of the photos he took, he looked like he was trying to harvest people's organs.
Yeah, he probably was, dude.
He had that empty-eyed stare his whole life.
True.
Amazing.
Yeah, with that being said, give me Tom Brady undefeated season. I mean, him and Randy.
So these are some of the greatest MVP seasons.
I'm taking
just kind of working off the last slide with Lamar Jackson, 48 touchdowns and 4 interceptions. This is the Josh Allen season that beat that. And this is how it ranks up compared to Tom Brady and Peyton Manning. So
here's what I will say. Here's what I will say. You can look at any stat from that Patriots 2007 season. It's the most dominant offensive season all around in NFL history. It was unbelievable what they did to teams that year. You want to know Tom Brady's stats through 8 games that year? 8 games. Let me just say this to you. He had 2,431 yards and 30 touchdowns, 74% completion percentage, and 136 passer rating. 30 touchdowns in 8 games. It's the greatest season of all time. By far. Him and Randy Moss that year, unbelievable.
Oh my
Passing touchdown record and receiving touchdown record in the same year. It was... Nobody could stop him. Until the Giants did in the Super Bowl, of course. But, hey, man. Greatest season
30
of all time.
touchdowns in 8 games?
8 games.
Almost 4 a game.
60.
Almost 4 a
60.
game. Oh my gosh.
It's unbelievable.
He was
season.
slinging.
Yeah, he was. That was
nice.
God-tier year.
What is this? Is this like a defensive end?
These are the stats. These are the stats for this year. 2 Pro Bowlers. Just give me your thoughts. Player A or
this
player B?
This is probably, I already know what this is going to be, okay? This is Richardson on the damn Seahawks and Jalen Carter's on the right. I promise you. Now click the thing and show us their faces, and then you can say your agenda.
There is no Richardson on the Seahawks.
Who am I thinking? Why can't I think of his name? I'm thinking of Sheldon Richardson, who he played with. Why can't I think of his name?
Oh, that's fair. You're thinking of Byron Murphy. He was the one that led in fan voting.
I
You got one of them. This is Simmons for the Titans.
Jeffrey
and
Simmons
this is Jalen Carter.
Okay.
And Simmons, and this is both your first team All-Pro defensive tackles.
Pro Bowl.
No narrative here.
Why would Jalen Carter
just figured I'd put this. Just
Because
figured
Jalen
I'd put
Carter's
up the stats.
popular. He's super popular.
Two more stats. These are both Pro Bowl players from this year.
So these are
wanna-
linebackers, probably.
Yeah, I was gonna say I feel like the guy on the right is probably the rook. Could it be the rookie
Carson
for the?
Schwessinger. I can't even say his fucking name. Goofy
Yeah.
ass name.
I don't know. I don't really follow the stats of linebackers at all.
I'll say right, mostly because I want to see who these are.
Yeah, I was interested. The left is Roquan Smith,
Roquan.
just doing business as usual. We know he's a dog. Your first team All-Pro middle linebacker for the NFC is Jack Campbell, and he had a hell of a season.
He's a beast.
5 sacks, 83 total tackles, and 2 forced fumbles, or 3 forced fumbles with 2 recovered.
Wow.
Again, no narrative. I just figured I'd throw it out there.
Yeah.
Okay, these are some. Now we're getting into some all-time guys. These are 2 guys, approximately the same amount of games played, over the course of one of their careers. Who you taking?
What is AV?
Added value or adjusted value.
Thank you for that. I actually didn't know.
knows?
I just included it.
And this is interceptions.
I mean, these look
made?
like safeties to me.
I was gonna say.
One had 18 interceptions with a touchdown. One had 10 interceptions with a touchdown. One had 19. The one that had less interceptions had about 7 more sacks. But the one on the left had about 45 more tackles with more forced fumbles and more fumbles recovered.
I'm assuming this is Luke
But-
Kuechly and Bobby Wagner.
Oh.
You'll have to guess which player you want, right or left.
Oh.
Gotta make
Dang,
me
that's kind of
choose
tough.
my
I
freaking
like.
goat. I'm going.
I gotta go.
I'm going left. I'm going.
I'm
left.
I'm also going left. Yeah, because the interceptions.
You're going to be
That's-
really
that's a
happy
big
with
deal.
that choice, Dom.
Yeah.
You're going to be really happy with that choice. This is Luke Kuechly and
That's the best
Bobby
linebacker of all
Wagner.
time, baby.
Yeah. I just think that 2 of the best linebacker seasons of all time, and they happen concurrently. Pretty crazy stuff.
Wagner's played a long time.
Right. Now we have 8 interceptions and a touchdown, but the real numbers that matter here are through about 130 games. One player has 113 sacks. One has 124.5.
Okay.
And then I think that this player, this is probably a giveaway. I think the solo number is 0 because it occurred at a time when they weren't keeping track of that. I don't know why it would be. That feels wrong.
How does the guy on the right have no interceptions? That's crazy, but he's got.
I think the one on the right's Myles Garrett.
I was kind of thinking.
Left side though, I have. Fuck.
I don't know, but I feel like you got to take. I'm going to take the player on the left. But I
Both
don't know.
Great options. Or did you pick right, Dom?
I haven't picked anybody yet. I think the one on the right's Myles Garrett. The one on the left is that. I feel like that's.
It's a lot of games.
I don't think it's Khalil Mack. No, Khalil Mack has played more games than that.
I was kind of thinking one of them might be Ray Lewis.
Maybe. I don't think that's Khalil Mack.
Yeah, I picked Dom.
I know. I just want to try and think about who that is. I don't know. I'm going. I don't know who that is on the left. That's probably some fucking dude, some beast. Either way, they're both monsters. But give me the one on the right because I
Watt?
feel like that's Myles Garrett. I feel like that's Myles Garrett on the right.
JJ Watt.
You are right, and you are right. They are both monsters.
Oh,
This
it
is
was
Myles
Lawrence
Garrett,
Taylor.
and-
Okay.
and I bet you why you were confused or maybe why this deceived a little bit is this is not Lawrence Taylor's complete stats. This is
Okay.
just their
That makes
first
more
8
sense.
seasons. Yeah, so this is his first 129 games, his first 8 seasons, Myles Garrett's first 8 seasons, which is all
Okay.
he's played. So
Wow.
I just figured it'd be fun to throw it up that this is where Myles Garrett stacks up to Lawrence Taylor when Lawrence Taylor was at this point in his career.
Wow, that's true. That was fun.
That was
Schmeeks.
my game.
There was some
Good
There's
shit.
some interesting stats in
Good
there.
shit.
Yeah, I like that. I was surprised by a couple of those. That was good. Thank you
Yeah.
for that. Interesting
happy it was fun.
comparisons.
How
Yeah.
did we feel about Jordan Love during Toyotathon?
That is
He's
a
unbeatable.
crazy difference.
He's unbeatable
Oh
during
my
Toyota.
gosh. 30 touchdowns, 2 interceptions over 2 years during Toyotathon. How many Toyotas does the man own?
Yeah, he literally turns into Jesus during the Toyota. It's actually pretty impressive.
That's crazy. Wow. All right. Well, that was that was fun. Now we're going to jump into another little interesting thing to debate and talk about here is the selections for the Pro Bowl for 2026. This just came out about a week ago. And I just thought we could discuss like if there was any names that we thought should have been in here that aren't in here, or anyone that you think got in that shouldn't have got in. I can start us off with the AFC offensive players if you guys are ready.
Yeah.
I'm ready,
AFC
and I think
offensive
we all
players. I have got a quarterback for you: Josh Allen, Justin Herbert, Drake May.
Yeah, that's perfect right there.
Yep.
That's perfect.
I'm gonna throw out a name right now, and feel free to say, I know this is almost sacrilegious. At this point in time, I'm willing to trade out Herbert for Trevor Lawrence.
Ooh, I was also thinking Trevor Lawrence.
I know that's a big thing to throw.
I disagree entirely.
Yeah,
but
of course
fair.
you do.
It's fair.
Oh, that's all right. At running back, we've got Devon Achane, James Cook, and Jonathan Taylor. Absolute monsters, all of them.
Chef's kiss.
That's perfect right
Yes.
there.
Yes, it is. That's amazing.
And
Fullback.
then Travion Henderson when he's playing.
Yes, I was just gonna say if he was getting the workload that these guys were getting, he would probably make it in there. Patrick Ricard at fullback, good for him. Receiver, I think. Now I have one guy in this list I don't think should have made it. We have Jamar Chase.
I already know what one of them is, and it's complete butt from a hole. So just go
Yes,
ahead and
it
say
is.
it, so we can all
Yes.
say he doesn't deserve to be there.
Yes, we have Jamar Chase, Nico
Yeah, he's
Collins,
ass.
Zay
Get him off the
Flowers,
team.
Cortland Sutton. Cortland Sutton had a pretty dang good year. Jamar Chase, pretty decent year. Nico Collins, pretty decent year. Zay Flowers, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? I'm so pissed that Zay Flowers got in. I would take Ladd McConkey or Quentin Johnston, either one for the Chargers over him. I cannot believe Zay's in.
I don't know who I would pick for the AFC.
Give me a name
over
because
them.
I would take so many other people over Zay Flowers this year.
Low key. Never mind. I can't say his name. I forgot about the things that came out today.
Oh, I'll say it for you. His brother was released.
Yep.
No, I agree. I actually think he's. I will say for Stephon Diggs, right? I think he deserves to be in it. I at least be. I mean, he's top 4 in the AFC. I think you can say that. And I am shocked for what a nut basket that man is. How good of a football teammate he can be.
Yeah.
He seems like he just makes his quarterbacks play great football.
I think another name
agree.
that just came to mind that I think honestly deserves it more, even though he's also crazy, is DK Metcalf. I think had a much better season than Zay Flowers did. He had a decent year, but I think
he punched
his
a
decent
fan
years...
in the face, which is sick as fuck. I'm not gonna lie. So
That's crazy,
that gets
man.
me some votes.
I can't believe. I mean, I thought we were at the peak of craziness with like Antonio Brown on-field activities.
I think DK is a better player than Zay Flowers, so I can agree with that. I think both the guys we named are better players than Zay Flowers, especially prime Stephon Diggs is a much better player, but obviously that's not the case anymore, being in prime and stuff. But I don't think Zay Flowers should have been in the Pro Bowl. Obviously, it's fan voted, so the Ravens have a lot of fans, but yeah. There's a worse one on here, though, so it doesn't matter.
The other guy I'd like in there I think I don't know the stats, and I don't know. I know Cortland Sutton seems to always put up sneaky great years, and I never really know until I look. And I'm like, wow, another 1,000-yard year for him. But I would have also loved to see. I think the other name, just going through every team in my mind, the other name I like is Jalen Waddle. I don't know if he
Jalen
has
Waddle's
the
a
stats,
fucking monster.
but
Yeah, out
he's
of all the
a
names
true
we've
alpha.
named so far, Jalen Waddle's the best out of all those guys. Like, he's
Yes.
legitimately one of the, like, 3 or 4 best receivers in the AFC. But
Yeah.
I don't know. It's weird. I mean, he's on a shitty Dolphins team, so I get why he wasn't voted
Right.
in, but
Yes. Yeah, we got
it is
Brock
kind of weird,
Bowers.
though.
I
I
don't
never
like
really
it.
thought about it. Literally, like, all of the best receivers in the NFL are in the NFC. It's very weird. Very, very weird.
That is very interesting. Yeah.
Like, Jamar Chase is the only elite one in the AFC. The rest are NFC. It's very weird.
Yes. Tight end, we have Brock Bowers, Travis Kelce, which I think I don't know. I don't love that Travis is in there, but I understand why people voted for him. Obviously, with Taylor Swift, so
that's literally the only
Travis
reason.
out and get Travis out and get Tyler Warren in. I'm not throwing
Love
Tyler
that.
Warren was, and I
give me
called
fucking
Harold
Harold
Fannin.
Fannin, bro. Give me
Harold
Harold
Fannin.
Fannin.
Harold. I love
Let's go.
that guy. Has been a spark plug for that offense. I love that. Put Harold Fannin in that. Yeah, great rookie
Yes.
tight end season
He's
over there in
badass.
the AFC.
Agreed. Do you guys have
Oh,
any linemen
Out of bowling,
offensive,
free.
any offensive linemen in the AFC that you want? I can go through the list really quick if you want, but there were some linemen. That's all I got for you.
If you do it, I'm
Deion
not
Dawkins,
gonna...
Garrett Bowles, Joe Alt, Quinn Miners, Quentin Nelson, Trey Smith, Creed Humphrey, Tyler Linderbaum. I mean, those are all like the guys in the AFC, so I'm fine with that. Obviously, Rashawn Slater would have been on here, but he's been hurt the whole season for the Chargers, so whatever.
Yeah, I'm shocked Joe Alt even made it. He played like what, 5 or 6 games? Like,
yeah, something like that. He didn't play a ton. He didn't play the whole season, obviously, or most of it even, but
he started
Popular.
injured, played a few games, and then got injured again, was my memory.
beast.
I think that's right. Okay. To the other side of the ball, we're going to go AFC defense here. Defensive end, Will Anderson, Max Crosby, Myles Garrett.
Yeah,
Very
I mean,
fitting.
that's just perfect.
The only other
Bananas.
person you could have put in there is on the other side of the ball from Will Anderson, and it's the guy who used to be a
Danielle.
Viking, Danielle Hunter. Yep. Interior lineman, Zach Allen for Denver, Chris Jones for Kansas City, Jeffrey Simmons for Tennessee. Those names make sense. They're
I think it's
studs.
good.
Wow. You said Zach Allen, who else?
Chris Jones, Jeffrey Simmons.
When we say that, I get it because the 3 names you named are better. But I gotta say, as soon as we said Zach Allen, it reminded me of Nick Bonito. I think he maybe could
He's on
slip
the
up
list.
there behind them.
He's not an
He's not
interior.
he's not an interior lineman.
Well, I'm gonna shut up. I'm
He's an
gonna shut
outside
up.
linebacker.
It's so funny you say that because the next
Well, I
name
thought
up
edge.
the next name up is Nick Bonito. It's outside linebackers. So we have Nick Bonito,
Okay.
Tui Pelotu, and TJ Watt.
Yep.
TJ Watt.
I
made it. I'm
consider
kinda
those guys
surprised by that.
edges.
Yeah, I agree. I
TJ
don't
Watt
know.
gets glazed. What can I say, man?
Yeah, it kind of seems like it. I'm a
He is.
little surprised by that. I'm
He's
glad
had a
to
very
see...
down year, so this is a Travis Kelce ass nomination for the Pro Bowl for sure.
yes, it is. Aziz Al-Shair and Roquan Smith, inside or middle linebackers in the AFC.
Chilling.
Great guys there.
Crazy for a
Cornerback.
position that gets so many tackles. How little I know about it.
Yes.
Cornerback is so goddamn stacked. Oh my
It's
god.
unbelievable. Christian Gonzalez, Derek Stingley Jr., Patrick Surtain II, and Denzel Ward. Denzel Ward has been really good for most of his career. I don't know if he had an amazing season, but those other 3 names are crazy. They're all young. They're all so talented. They're all playing on a defense that is top 10. I'm
Bless
stoked
you.
for those guys.
Denzel Ward's still a beast for sure. I mean, he's probably the second best player on the Browns still, and him and Myles Garrett leading that defense.
Him and
Can't
Shadur
really go
Sanders.
wrong with that.
Yeah.
Him and
Shadur.
Harold Fannin.
It's Shadur. Shadur. Michael
Phoenix. Okay.
Ugh.
Free safety, Jalen Ramsey. Free safety, Jalen Ramsey. There's no other free safety in the AFC. We picked 30 million years old Jalen Ramsey.
Respect the GOAT, future Hall of Famer. Respect
He
him.
is kind of nutty.
He's a beast. He's an absolute monster. He's not as good as he used to be, and I'm pretty sure they're only using him at safety because they don't have anybody fucking else to put at safety, so he's not playing cornerback. But hey, pretty interesting either way. Whatever. I'm not even gonna be mad at it because it's like,
No, I'm not.
who
either.
else are you gonna put there?
It's fine.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Well, I gotta say this because like years ago, the Steelers traded for a great safety in the name of Minkah Fitzpatrick,
Yep.
and then they turned around and they traded Minkah Fitzpatrick back to the Dolphins for Jalen Ramsey.
Yeah, I feel
And
like
then they
feel like
said,
they didn't need to do
"Hey,
that. They
Jalen,
probably could have just gotten Jalen and not traded Minka away for it, and then they'd have
what
an even
kills me
better
is
defense. But whatever.
They traded
Yep.
Minkah, and then they got Jalen. They said, "Hey, buddy, we got a hole at safety now. We gave away
Hey,
the last safety.
What happened to
for
our
you.
safety?
Get on back there."
Yeah, that shit's so cringe.
That's
crazy.
That's a great point. Strong safeties: Kyle Hamilton, Derwin James. Very deserving.
Perfect. That's
Absolute
the
studs.
two
Very.
best safeties in the league, in my opinion. So that's literally perfect.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
place kicker Cameron Dicker. Dicker, the kicker for the Chargers. Good for him. That's great. We're gonna go to the NFC offensive players now. We are
Yeah.
getting into some good studs here on the NFC side. Sam Darnold, Dak Prescott, Matthew Stafford. All have played amazing. I am okay with this.
I'll
list.
say it as the Seahawks fan. Sam Darnold in there is crazy.
Yeah, I'm
Like,
shocked it's not
he's-
Caleb Williams over him, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I'm shocked it's not Jared Goff or Caleb Williams or even Jordan Love.
Yeah.
I mean, pick an NFC North quarterback. No, I love Sam. I think he will be enough for the Seahawks to make a deep playoff run. He is not top 3 in NFC.
I think that's probably true. I think if we had seen
Also,
Purdy for the
Brock
whole
Purdy,
year,
if he played more of the season, I mean, very easily.
Yeah.
they're
They're
on
up
the
there.
same wavelength. Dom, absolutely agree. Running backs, best 3 running backs that you could
Oh, dude.
name in the NFL.
Bananas.
Jameer Gibbs, Christian McCaffrey, and Bijan Robinson. Those guys in the AFC are amazing, but I just don't think anyone touches Jameer, Christian, and Bijan. Absolutely incredible.
Also, how wild is it that Derrick Henry's missing the Pro Bowl and he has 1,400 yards this year and like 17 touchdowns, by the way? Just want to point that out.
That's a great point.
Great point.
That's
We
a
missed
really-
Derrick
I-
Henry.
I might have, going back retroactively, you probably could have convinced me to swap out a chain for him.
I agree with that. Kyle Juszczyk, fun fact, I think this is his 10th Pro Bowl as a fullback.
Yeah, dude, there's fucking 2
Unbelievable.
fullbacks in the entire NFL. Of course,
I
he's
know,
got that
but
many.
I'm just happy for him. That's cool.
It's
that's
like
awesome.
at recess where someone played all-time QB. He plays all-time fullback for every team. That's just what he does.
That's amazing. I'm excited
Well,
for him. So
A fun to give him some credit.
His name
Mike
is hard to spell.
McDaniels, I believe it was, said in an interview back when he was with the 49ers, or am I just making this up in my head? I'm gonna
Mike
shut up.
McDaniel, he was on the Raven. He was the Ravens.
was he?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, didn't they take Juszczyk from the Ravens, the 49ers?
Well, my bad. I was thinking Mike McDonald. Mike McDaniel, yes, right. Niners, my bad.
Yeah. He said Shanahan gave him one player. He said, you're on this team, you're calling plays, or maybe not calling plays, but you're on this team, you're one of our guys. You can give me one player you want me to go after. And he told Kyle Shanahan to go and get Juszczyk. Just a fun fact. He said, get him from the Ravens.
Nice. Okay. Well, receiver in the NFC, Puka Nacua makes sense. Jackson Smith and Jigba makes sense. These 2 guys make sense, but not as much. Amon-Ra St. Brown, George Pickens. Amon-Ra had like 2 absolutely insane weeks. Beyond that, he was decent this year. I'm trying to think of a receiver that, like, I'm kind of surprised CeeDee Lamb isn't here. He did get hurt.
I'm
but
surprised
little
Justin
surprised.
Jefferson isn't here based off of popularity alone. To be
Ah,
honest, well, it's not. It's
well-
not about how good they play this year. This is literally popularity contest. That's all the Pro Bowl is. If this was all pro, that would be a different discussion entirely, because that's literally the best of the best at every position. Pro Bowl,
That's
I mean,
fair.
we got Travis Kelce on this bitch and Sam Darnold on this bitch. So like, it's just
That is-
popularity, which is why I'm saying I'm shocked Justin Jefferson wasn't voted in by Vikings fans and everything, because he's probably one of the 5 most popular players in the entire NFL.
We're hard on our own, and I don't know. It's been an off season for him. Off season for our whole offense for the most part. But
I wonder
I'm trying
why.
to think of another. I'm trying to think of another NFC receiver who had actually low key a really good season. Chris Olave. The Saints are not popular this year, but Chris Olave, I think.
He's been like an all-pro the last 4 weeks. It's been insane. I mean, they're not
Yeah.
playing the best talent, but
Mike Evans
yeah,
got
Olave's
hurt.
looked phenomenal.
Godwin's kind of hit and miss here and there. Like, I'm trying to think of some other receivers. really
Luka
in the
was on
NFC.
pace for a second,
Yes,
or
he
as
was.
Rob Gronkowski would say, a big boo.
Yep.
Juwan Jennings. Okay. And then we go into the tight ends. George Kittle, Trey McBride. Wow, Trey McBride, what an amazing freaking season.
I'm gonna tell you,
Holy
goddamn
crap.
right now, take out George Kittle and put in Kyle Pitts. Straight up, I'm not even kidding.
That's a little nuts.
Wow.
Can we be?
Don't.
Okay. Do you want? I'm gonna say both of their stats right now, right here. Okay.
George
Kittle, 599 yards, 52 receptions, 7 touchdowns. Kyle Pitts, 82 catches, 870 yards, 5 touchdowns. Tell me how he doesn't deserve the Pro Bowl over him. That's all I'm
I
saying.
will tell you that George Kittle got hurt, and Kyle
Right.
Pitts has
That's
only
what
been
we're
good the
talking
last
about.
5 weeks with Kirk Cousins.
So what? So what? Better stats. That's all I'm saying.
Like you said, it's about popularity, and
We were
there's
talking
not a
about
more...
Tyler Warren and Harold Fannin should have been in over Travis
That's
Kelce
true.
earlier.
That's
So-
true. But
No,
but
it's-
you
it's
made a
fair.
good point. It's about popularity. George Kittle is the most popular tight end.
It is.
in the
I'm just
NFL.
saying, for me, take out George Kittle and put in Kyle Pitts because he deserves it, because he's finally breaking out and he's going to be a first-round pick next year, and it's going to be beautiful, and he's going to get 400 yards again.
Are there any
It's a
linemen?
fair state. I will say, I think as someone, I hate when the Seahawks, I hope the Seahawks don't have to play George Kittle. I think he might be a better tight end overall than Pitts just because of his blocking
yeah.
stats and what he does for that offense.
Easily. I just mean for this year, throw Kyle Pitts
Yes.
the Pro Bowl bone, you know?
And he's been
Fuck. I like
injured
that.
most of the year. So I get it.
We got Penei Sewell, Tristan Wirfs, Trent Williams, Tyler Smith, Joe Thuney, Chris Lindstrom, Drew Dahlman, and Cam Jurgens. I mean, that tackle group is outrageous with Penei, Tristan Wirfs, and Trent
Yes.
Williams. That's 3 goats right there.
Yep.
So I'll take it. Defensively, though,
Yes, some exciting defensive players on the NFC side. Aiden Hutchinson at defensive end, DeMarcus Lawrence for Seattle at defensive end, and of course Michael Parsons for Green Bay.
my goat.
He deserves it.
Yeah,
He deserves
absolutely. Yeah, we got a Seattle Seahawk in there on defense. DeMarcus Lawrence, Boise State GOAT. Interior lineman Jalen Carter, another Seattle Seahawk, Leonard Williams, and then Quinnen Williams from the Jets/Dallas Cowboys. Interior D lineman. Any names on here that you guys are surprised by, or names that aren't on there that you want?
Nah. I think this is pretty chill.
I know you guys know I'm going to throw it out there. I think an Eagles D tackle deserves to be on the list. They have one of the best defenses in the NFL. They're great run stuffers. I just don't think it was Jalen Carter, kind of for the same reasons. He wasn't healthy a lot of the season, but so that affected it. But I just think Jordan Davis is the guy that should have made that. He got them the win against the Rams, blocking the field goal. He's their nose tackle, and he still is one of the leaders in sacks, which is unheard of. I like Jordan Davis in there over Jalen Carter, but other than that, I like it.
Fair enough. All right. Outside linebacker, Brian Burns for the Giants, who's second in the league in sacks, has been a beast.
Beast.
That man is scary. He is a stud. And then 2 Rams players, Jared Verse, which I like, but Byron Young. I don't know if I know Byron Young. super well.
Yeah, he's a Pro Bowl outside linebacker for the Rams.
Well, that clears it up.
You know what's something crazy is I feel like I should know that just because, and I just don't. Just because I hate the Rams, I look at their roster a lot.
Well, I just told Carter this, but so Byron Young is a Pro Bowl outside linebacker for the Rams.
I'm gonna make a homer pick
love it.
here. I want Andrew Van Ginkel.
I bet
Andrew
you
Van
fucking
Ginkel.
do.
I like that.
I just because I like him a lot. He's fun. He's exciting. He's smart. He's quick. I like him. a lot.
God,
and
Zach
defense
Bond's
him
got a fucking just a goddamn dome, dude. Jesus, holy shit.
Inside linebacker, we've got Zach Bond for Philly and Jack Campbell for Detroit, who Schmeeks brought up earlier, who's had a really, really good season. That might be one where it's not his stats maybe got him in and not his popularity. I had never heard the name Jack Campbell for Detroit. Maybe once, but like
Who's their first round pick a
Campbell.
couple years ago?
Yeah. Well, this is from what I saw his sophomore season, but he has been a splash pick. He looked like those were some stats that we talked about earlier. He's had a hell of a season.
Are you good? What's
Yeah,
wrong?
I'm good. You don't need to worry about me, bro.
Our Chain Crew podcast member Sam is stops muted himself, making sure she's not dead. Now, the AFC cornerbacks are absolutely insane. The NFC quarterbacks are pretty good, but they are not on the same level, in my opinion. Cooper DeJean, Quinyon Mitchell, Devin Witherspoon, and J.C. Horn. J.C. Horn has had an amazing season for sure. Devin Witherspoon as well. Quinyon Mitchell, I don't know if I agree with as much. Or Cooper DeJean. Again, both guys from Philly. Philly hasn't had like the absolute most insane defense this year. So I'm a little surprised by two cornerbacks from Philly picked here.
Well, I think besides that, which I think is a great point, I actually like Quinyon Mitchell a lot in there.
Yes.
I love Devin Witherspoon. I think he's a stud for the Seahawks. I think Cooper DeJean's a stud. I think Dom might be in a world of trouble right now. He's probably didn't do the dishes properly, and now Sam's chewing his ass out while he's on the podcast. But J.C. Horn, Devin Witherspoon, and Cooper DeJean are all nickelbacks. So that's kind of an awkward I mean, I know that Witherspoon will go out, but these guys are primarily nickelbacks. So that just feels like an odd three to throw in there. But I don't know anyone better.
Fair enough. Dom, do we need to get Sam in here? I can't. I feel like something crazy like Franklin shit somewhere and she has to
it's pretty close to that.
Oh no.
Is Franklin by the way, Franklin is the cutest golden retriever that Dom owns.
Yeah.
He is very, very cute. But is he as cute as these free safeties? We have Kevin Byard for Chicago, Antoine Winfield Jr. for Tampa Bay. Antoine Winfield Jr., I'm surprised by. The Bucs defense has not been very good this year. Kevin Byard's been amazing, but Antoine Winfield Jr. is a weird pick to me. Give me Harrison Smith for the Vikings over Antoine Winfield
Man,
Jr.
Harry,
dude.
baby. I love him.
Come
White
on,
boy.
dude.
Representing the white boys.
Buda Baker for his 8th Pro Bowl for the Arizona Cardinals. I think he's their only player, aside for Trey McBride. Buda Baker gets in, and the kicker for the NFC, automatic, Brandon Aubrey.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Pretty excited.
He's the best kicker in the NFL.
Yeah.
We've got in the AFC, most teams with Pro Bowl players. Baltimore with 6, which is a joke because they're 8-8. Denver with 6, which makes a lot more sense. Chargers with 5.
I mean, I think they picked the right players for the Ravens, though. To be fair,
they did. Dallas had 5. Detroit had 5.
Hitting a fullback
Rams
in there
had
is an
4.
advantage.
It's
positional
that's
advantage.
true.
Yep,
Philly had 5. San Francisco had 6. Seattle had 6. Jeez Louise.
The Patriots
man.
had 2.
The NFC West, if you go through and look at all the NFC West players on the NFC Pro Bowl, it's
16. 16
2/3.
of them. Yes, it's crazy.
Yeah. it's almost all just, which makes sense. I mean, it's 13-3, 13-3, 11-5 right now, but
Yep.
there's a lot of dogs in this conference.
That is true.
Yep.
And on that note, we get into the last week of regular season, week 18. We're gonna make our predictions. We're gonna make our
It's
picks.
wild that we're this far in the season, dude. It makes me sick. I'm like
It's
dreading
crazy.
not having football for multiple months after February.
I am excited for the playoffs. Playoff footballs is exciting, engaging. You don't have to stress about fantasy anymore. You get to see the best play. I am looking forward to, also because we don't have to watch Patrick Mahomes. We don't have to watch Tom Brady. Like we can see some new fresh faces in prime time, some young players. So I'm excited. Let's get into
Speak
it,
for
boys.
yourself. If the Hawks will make it in, but I'm gonna be stressing every game they play.
Ah,
I'm not really going to be stressing the Patriots games. I'm really happy with how the season's turned out. If they lose their first playoff game, it is what it is. I'm going to be stressing because I want Josh Allen to win the goddamn Super Bowl is what I'm going to be stressing. So, yeah.
all right.
That's my thoughts.
The winner take all game to start the week on Saturday. Panthers
Crazy.
at
Crazy
Bucks.
they made. I think they should have. Oh, I see what you did there. Yeah, I think
What?
they Panthers at Bucks. There's actually, I looked this, like, with the Falcons win. If the Falcons win again, and the Panthers, I think, need to lose now. But if the Falcons win again and the Panthers lose, then the Falcons get in. There's a path for the Falcons to get in. This was supposed to be winner take all, but no one expected the Falcons to upset the Rams. There's a version in this because the Bucks are 7-9. They'll beat the Carolina Panthers to send them all three of those, them both to 8-9. The Falcons can get to 8-9, and they have, if the Bucks win, the Falcons will have the in-conference tiebreaker, and will edge both of them out, and the Falcons will sneak into playoffs. The most insane.
So win the division? No way.
But the Falcons also need to win their game. So they need the Bucks to win, then they need to win their game. If Carolina wins, they're in.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know what I'm rooting for there. I'm not rooting for the Falcons, I can tell you that much. But I like Baker a lot, and I like Bryce Young a lot, so it's hard to choose between them.
I think
Low key,
that
give me Bryce. Give me
Falcons-
Bryce, honestly. Bryce,
Yeah,
Bryce has had, like, people have shit talked him since the day he came in the NFL. I want to see him go to the playoffs.
I
like
agree.
it.
And I think that they have the better defense. And the Bucks, I just don't have any faith in the Bucks. They have just not made it work. Their offensive line looks like crap. Their defense looks like crap. I think the
Yep.
Panthers win this game, and I want them to, so I'm going Panthers.
Valid.
And something else, this is a really dumb reason, but I want to say it. The idea of an 8-9 team going to the playoffs makes me a little bit sick. I would rather the Panthers win and get in at 9-8 at the very least. That just feels right to me. That's a dumb reason, but for that reason, I'm going Carolina, boys.
Fair.
All right, and then the not winner take all for the playoffs, but winner take all for the number 1 seed. Seahawks at 49ers. Saturday night at 6. Schmeigs is stressed. The Rams
he
no
is.
longer breathing down their throat. The Niners looking hot. The Seahawks are hot. I think that the 49ers offense right now might be better, but I think the Seahawks defense is better than the Niners.
Yeah, it's
know who to
unstoppable
pick.
force versus unmovable object right now. So we'll
Yeah.
see.
I know what I'm rooting for.
I'm not doing this because I'm being a Seahawks hater. I just think that the Niners are really
could
hot
be a
right now,
Seahawks
so
hater. I
I'm going to
get
be
it.
picking. I'm picking the Niners.
Unfortunately, I think I also need to pick the Niners. They feel hot, and Purdy's playing amazing. And
Yeah,
for them to put up 42 on the Bears defense, I was like, holy crap.
it's not even just about that. I just kind of want to see a team that lost all of their players be the 1 seed. I think that would be really fun, NFL story-wise. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you said that a couple weeks
And-
ago when we picked the division winners. You were like, give me the banged up Niners. Why not?
Yep.
If they win it, then it will be. I think all heads need to bow. Like it's just a miraculous season. What
Yeah,
Kyle
dude.
Shanahan,
Kyle
and
Shanahan
Robert,
needs coach of the
us-
year, regardless of this.
and if not coach of the year for him, get Robert Saleh, like coordinator of the year, because that defense without Fred Warner, without Nick Bosa, they had their first Quentin Williams or something. They had one of their DNs step up that was a rookie. He got out. I mean, really,
Ayuk hasn't played.
their defensive line's a little depleted. Yeah,
He's in
I'm
Cabo
gonna
right
go with
now.
the Seahawks just because I want them to win. But I'm very scared. I think more than anything, what I'm scared of is how mobile Purdy is looking. I mean, we know he can sit and throw from the pocket, but he had 2 rushing touchdowns and he had a third touchdown where he juked a guy, then threw the touchdown.
Yes.
He can create on his own. I'm scared of Shanahan's system, even when he's not creating of his own. But I'm hopeful that McDonald's the genius he's supposed to be, and he can stop him. And hopefully Sam Darnold. Something else I want to throw out is since week 8, I looked it up. Sam Darnold has gone 16 touchdowns to 11 interceptions. In that timeline, I think let me do the quick maths here. The Seahawks have gone 8-1, with the only game they've lost being when he threw 4 interceptions. So
Rams.
I don't think Sam Darnold needs to do anything but just throw for 200 yards, a touchdown, and an interception, and hopefully everything else just plays out.
Valid.
I think it's going to take more than that just because I think the 49ers are going to put up a lot of points.
Fair.
But I'm excited for this game. It's going to be amazing to watch. Let's move to Sunday. We can skip over some games that don't matter. Packers-Vikings. I hope we win. It really doesn't matter. I think it's absolutely freaking hilarious that the Lions could end last in the division this year. But again, that game doesn't matter. Colts-Texans doesn't matter for the Colts. Does sort of matter for the Texans for seeding. I think the Texans win this game. I picked them to win the division. Yeah. I still kind of hope they do. I think if the Jags lose to the Titans and the Texans win, I think the Texans still have a shot to win the division.
Jags losing to the Titans is a huge ask, though.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely agree. Anyone think the Colts?
And I want to throw something out too. The Colts are rolling out Riley Leonard, and you know what? I want to root for guys. A lot of these guys. I want to root for this guy. Go get you some. Getting rolled out for your first start against the Texans is I'm a little bit worried for the guy. So hopefully he can prove me wrong, but I'm expecting a bit of a bloodbath defensively.
Unfortunately, I'm forced to be a hater of his because I was really enjoying watching Phillip Rivers these past couple of games. So.
Same.
I'm rooting for the worst. I just am, dude. I want to see Philly. I love him.
Yep, I agree. We got Cowboys, Giants. Game doesn't matter. Browns, Bengals. Game doesn't matter except for Micah or
hot take. Micah Parsons breaks the sack record.
No, Myles Garrett has got to get one on Joe Burrow. Hopefully, he doesn't break his leg in the process. I think he will.
Chill.
I think he'll get one.
I think he will too.
And then Saints, Falcons has a lot more weight to it than I thought it did. Both these teams are hot. I think the Falcons have won 3 straight, and I think the Saints have won 4. So I want to hear your hot takes on this because I don't know who's going to win this game.
I'm going to give my hot take. That's the inverse of Dom's hot take. I kept saying the Saints would win. I feel like I manifested this streak they're on.
You did.
Give me the Saints to win again. And I'm going to say it. Tyler Shuck goes for 303 touchdowns. Actually, let me say this. Tyler Shuck and Kirko Chains combined for 7 touchdowns. I think we get a shootout. Or actually, Tyler Shuck and Bijan Robinson combined for 7 touchdowns.
Damn.
Wow.
I think the Falcons win, but give me Bijan gets within 50 yards of the scrimmage record. That's my guess. I don't think he's going to break it because he needs like 255 or something, and everyone's acting like that's nothing. Like that's an outrageous game. But I think he'll have 200 total yards.
So tell me more about that. I didn't know he
Crazy.
was close to a record. What record is he close to?
Chris Johnson has the single season scrimmage record, yards from scrimmage record at like 2,536 or something like that. When he rushed for 2,000 yards back in 2009, he also had, another 500 receiving yards or so. So, Bijan is 250 something yards away from breaking that. So, yeah.
Whoa.
Yep.
Phenomenal year.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's crazy.
Okay, that's exciting. Titans Jags. I think that the Titans are going to lose, but I want Cam Ward to go for 250 yards and 2 touchdowns. So I'm going to go Cam Ward has a decent game in his last game of the season.
All right.
And then
Are
we've
Jags starting Lawrence? Do we know?
Yeah, because if they lose this game and the Texans win, I think the Texans can win the division.
That's
So
fair. They're both 11-5, right?
No. Jags are 12-4. Texans are 11-5.
Yeah.
Next games on Sunday here. We have 4 afternoon games. No. Oh my gosh, we have 6 afternoon games on Sunday. 7. Oh my gosh, we have 7 afternoon games on Sunday. That's crazy.
You can't say 6 and then 7 back to back in 2025, dude.
It wasn't on purpose.
But you
Okay.
can say 8, 9.
And that is because we had 2 afternoon games on Sunday. 2 afternoon games this last Sunday. Now we have 7 all starting at 2:30. And some of these games, I guess, matter, but none of them are with like a really good team against a really good team. That's why they're at this slate. We've got Jets,
Chargers,
Bills,
Broncos. Although
Yes.
Chargers, I'm pretty sure, are sitting a bunch
They're
because the
stuck.
Broncos have this. I think
Yes.
I think the Broncos need to win for the 1 seed. But I think the Chargers are just going to call it quits and let them have it. Roll over.
Yes.
Which they
Yes.
kind of need to do to at least save Herbert.
Yes. I would agree. Jets, Bills, I think who knows? I mean, it would be absolutely shocking if the Bills choked this game, but I said that about the Rams choking against the Falcons, so who knows?
True.
I hope the Bills win. I think the Bills will win, but at the same time, I don't think the Bills actually have to start their starters. Now that I think about it, they can't win their division. Are they also stuck in their seed? Do the Bills need to play their starters?
I don't know if they're stuck
think
in
they're
their
locked
seed.
in.
I'm sure that a couple things can move around depending on them losing and a couple of other things happening, but I don't know.
Well, and it's also, well, we'll get there eventually. It's worth noting too. I know, like the Rams, Sean McVay said, "I don't care if we're playing for nothing. I'm playing my starters, and I'll deal with the consequences." So it's kind of weird. Sometimes teams, it depends on the culture.
Yep, that's fair. Lions at Bears. I think that I think the Bears run for 200 yards or more on the ground against the Lions.
Yeah.
So, not to interrupt
there's-
this, but the Bills can go up to the 6th seed with a win and a loss by the Texans or Chargers. If they lose, they stay at 7.
The Bills are the
But they're-
7th
yeah.
seed?
Yep. It's Texans and Chargers are ahead of them.
Wow. Jeez, the AFC's got some great teams. Damn.
Yes, it does.
I think it's worth noting too. I mean, what are the Bears playing for? They've locked down their division. I think is it possible they rest Caleb Williams? Do we know?
They are 11-5. I believe the Eagles are 12-4. So if the Eagles lose and the Bears win, they might be able to move from like the 3 seed to the 2 seed. But they're at home either way. So I don't know. We'll have to track that. Because the Bears get home field advantage. The Eagles get home field advantage. That's a good question. Chargers, Broncos, Chiefs, Raiders. Chiefs, Raiders. They were probably thinking that game was going to matter.
Wow. The Bears are the number 2 seed and the Eagles are the number 3. So I bet you I would fight to be the number 2 seed. So I bet you they will fight for that.
Yeah.
Okay. Any other hot takes you guys are feeling for Broncos, Chargers, Chiefs, Raiders, Lions, Bears?
Nope. I got my
Yes.
takes.
I
got my
think-
takes.
I think the Raiders win the game on the back of Aiden O'Connell. No, I think the Raiders beat the Chiefs. I don't think the Chiefs look that good right now. And I think the Raiders, after getting blown out by the Giants, show up in a miraculous effort and beat the Chiefs.
I hope the Chiefs
Oh.
win so they get a worse draft pick, truthfully. That's my hope. I'll be rooting for them. This is the one time you'll see me rooting for the Chiefs, boys.
I think the Chiefs will win because the Raiders are not playing Max Crosby, and they have absolutely no offense at all.
He's
I
literally
just
shooting
cannot
hoops
see
at
the
his
Raiders
house,
winning.
and they're saying that he's hurt. It's so funny, dude.
Yes.
Oh, my
it's
God.
crazy. Dolphins, Patriots. Do you guys think you choke to Quinn Ewers, who actually looked decent last week?
No. No, I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
I don't think that happens.
Commanders, Eagles.
I got a dumb question for a Patriots fan. Is this game concurrent or is this game after? No, it's concurrent. That makes sense. Yeah. I was gonna say if they made it after and I was a Patriots, if the Broncos lost, I'd be like, all right, we're not playing for anything. Bench Drake, but now you kind of have to start him.
Yep. And you want the number 1 seed. Cardinals, Rams. The Rams will bounce back. The Cardinals have nothing to play for.
Easily.
Cardinals are getting obliterated by teams. Their back has been broken.
Yes.
Their back is getting blown out.
I'm gonna say Rams.
Bad.
Rams win by 17.
I thought you were about to say 50.
Yeah. I think it's a
17
Matthew
more.
Stafford. I'm gonna say Matthew Stafford does his best Drake May performance and goes as many incompletions as touchdowns.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love that. And then Ravens Steelers to win it all. We do not have Monday Night Football. It is going to end on Sunday night. Ravens as Steelers. Winner takes the division. We all want the Ravens, but who do you think legitimately wins this game in Pittsburgh?
I'm picking Ravens, boys. I'm picking Ravens.
Give me the Ravens. I also just feel like their win over the Packers was very dominant. Their defense has been getting better week by week. I didn't see anything last week with the Steelers offense that makes me think they're going to drop a 29 on the Ravens again. I think the Ravens can win this comfortably running Derrick Henry.
I think that the Steelers have been inconsistent, and when we think they're going to be crap, they're good, and when we think they're good, they're going to be crap. I think Lamar should play, and I think everyone is rooting for and expecting the Ravens to win, pull off the comeback, win the division, go to the playoffs with Lamar. And I think in stupid-ass Mike Tomlin fashion, he's going to pull off a win and go into the playoffs and then win in the first or lose in the first round. I don't know. For whatever reason, I want the Ravens. I think the Steelers are going to do it and crush everyone's dreams for Lamar to make the playoffs.
I'm going Ravens, baby. Me and Schmeigs riding this one out, Ravens.
All right. Those are our picks for the last
week.
week.
Heart desires.
Yep.
This has been fun. Man, if you guys have been with us for the last 4 or 5 months we've been doing this podcast, we love you. We love each other. We love football. It's been an amazing season. It's been a lot of fun. Thanks for being with us, giving us the likes and the loves and the support. And, we're going to keep going through the playoffs and the Super Bowl.
We need to live stream a playoff game, live react to one.
It's not a bad idea. I actually am.
I know.
I'm free Saturday. Do you guys should we stream maybe Panthers Bucks or so we don't stream Seahawks? I think streaming Seahawks would be maybe too stressful for Schmeigs. Maybe we stream Panthers Bucks. We're impartial.
I'd be unbearable. I would be unbearable either
I fucking bet you would, dude.
Well, Dom would any second. He could be like, "Oh, Sam Darnold shit. Oh, what a terrible throw." And you guys would be at each other's throats all game. So let's do Panthers Bucks Saturday at 2:30.
You're not wrong.
That's what we should do. I think we book it. I mean, I don't think I got plans. I think that it would be fun. If you guys are down, that would be this Saturday.
Yeah,
I
let's
can
get it.
make it work. Okay. We are going to live stream.
I'll let you know.
Panthers
I'll let you know.
Bucks. Oh.
Well, I said playoffs in fairness. And then you said this weekend.
Shoot, you're right. That's not playoffs.
Yeah.
Sorry. It feels like a playoff game. But
It feels
you're right.
like playoffs.
It's
Yeah.
not.
I mean, some of them may as well be. So
let's say hesitantly we will plan to. I want to do it with all three of us. If Dom can't make it, then we won't do it. I want it to be all three of us. So
yeah.
Dom, if you can, Schmigs, if you can, we will be live streaming. Probably live stream it Instagram, and can we live stream YouTube? We can live stream YouTube as well. So we'll live stream both of them.
We can live stream our channel. Yeah.
We'll live stream Instagram and YouTube, and we love you guys. Dom, hit us with that sweet, sweet outro.
See ya.